WCVH proudly presents CV Today.
Good afternoon! Today is Friday, March 22nd.
Now, over to Jamie with some more announcements.
Thank you. The quote of the day today is, "People hear your words, but they feel your attitude," by John C. Maxwell. Lunch for today is French bread pizza with a hot combo of cheeseburger. And lunch for Monday is buffalo roasted chicken with no hot combo. Now over to your weather report.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Today's going to be cloudy and windy
with a high of 51 and a low of 30.
Tomorrow's going to be very windy as well.
Yes, with a high of 50 and a low of 30.
Now the headline news. Sophia, oh my.
Thanks, Weather Girls. The Supreme Court will meet behind closed doors on Friday to discuss whether to add cases to the court's docket next term, including one petition brought by a mystery company related to special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation. If the court denies the case, it will represent the last stop for a company that has been fighting a subpoena issued last year by a federal grand jury in Washington, D.C. For months now, the case has been one of the most closely watched and guarded secrets among Mueller's work. The company that calls itself a wholly owned agency of an unnamed foreign state fought the subpoena, arguing it was immune under a federal law called the Foreign Sovereign Immunities Act that limits such prosecutorial action. It also said that complying with the request for documents would violate the country's own laws. The case was so secret that at one point court security took the almost unprecedented step of clearing an entire floor of a courthouse in Washington to keep secret the identities of the lawyers arguing the case. Court filings initially blacked out the names of the lawyers representing the company and that the special counsel's office was involved, but both are now publicly known. A lower court ruled against the company, holding that the request fell within the so-called commercial activities exception in the law, and the court imposed a $50,000 per day sanction until the company complied. Those fines began accruing more than 2 months ago, on January 15th. The ruling was affirmed by the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit. The court held that if the company's views were to prevail, a foreign sovereign-owned, purely commercial enterprise operating within the United States could flagrantly violate criminal laws and the U.S. government would be powerless to respond save through diplomatic pressure. In January, in an emergency petition, the company asked the Supreme Court to freeze the sanctions while the company prepared its appeal. But the justices, with no noted dissents, declined to do so. In briefs filed with the Supreme Court, Brian D. Boone and Edward T. Kang, Alston and Bird lawyers, who were finally revealed as the company's lawyers, told the justices if the lower court opinion were not reversed, the judgment would create chaos in the international community, possibly alienating American allies, undermining diplomacy, and all but guaranteeing that American agencies and instrumentalities will, despite their protestations, face criminal proceedings abroad. Solicitor General Noel Francisco countered, however, that the Supreme Court should allow the lower court opinions to stand because there was no pressing need for this court to intervene in the absence of a conflict. I'm Sophia Steed, reporting.
Attention seniors, if any senior ordered a Hershey Park ticket, your $18 payment is due by the end of the day today. All money must be turned into Mr. Helms in room 220, or a ticket will not be ordered for you. Cash or check are both accepted. Checks should be made payable to CVHS Class of 2019. Contact Mr. Helms with any questions. Now over to Film Talk.
When I drift off, I will dream about you. It's always you. I like this one.
Hey, what's up, TV? It's Karis.
And Becca.
And this is Film Talk.
New Marvel, new Tarantino, new Star Wars, new Toy Story. 2019 is going crazy.
We got new trailers for Toy Story 4, Stranger Things Season 3, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I know we should wait to talk about them, but I'm just so excited.
Quick review of Toy Story 4. It's a little controversial. Some people are saying Toy Story 3 had a perfect ending and that Toy Story 4 isn't really needed. But it's going to make me cry either way.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, and Leonardo DiCaprio. Where can I buy my ticket?
Stranger Things Season 3 trailer. Is it weird that it's more 80s than usual?
Full of scary monsters, beautiful cinematography, and Steve being the most supportive mom ever, Stranger Things Season 3 is definitely added to my list on Netflix. July 4th, baby!
Our first movie is Hotel Mumbai.
Hotel Mumbai vividly recounts the 2008 siege of the famed Taj Hotel by the Pakistani militants in Mumbai, India.
Chef Hamid Oberoi, played by Anu Kher, and waiter, played by Dev Patel from Slumdog Millionaire, choose to risk their lives to protect their guests.
This real-life thriller will be sure to make your blood pressure heighten.
Our next movie is Out of the Blue.
Mike Houlihan, played by Patricia Clarkson, is an unconventional New Orleans cop investigating the murder of renowned astrophysicist Jennifer Rockwell, a black hole expert found shot to death in her observatory.
As Mike tumbles down the rabbit hole of disturbing cases, she finds herself grappling increasingly existential questions of quantum mechanics, parallel universes, and exploding stuff.
These cosmic secrets may hold the key to unraveling the crime while throwing into doubt her very understanding of reality.
Do you know where you belong in the universe?
Oh, our feature film is Us.
Accompanied by her husband, son, and daughter, Adelaide Wilson returns to the beachfront home where she grew up as a child.
Her worst fears soon become a reality when four masked strangers come to her house, forcing the Wilsons into a fight for survival.
And the really weird part is when the strangers take off their masks, they resemble each person in the family.
This movie looks a little sister spooky.
Yeah, I got chills down my spine when I saw the trailer.
Go ahead and take a look for yourself, CB.
That's a classic right there.
What does I Got 5 on it mean?
It's about drugs.
It's not about drugs. It's a dope song. Don't do drugs.
Get in rhythm. There you go. There you go. Can't believe how big they've got.
Did you hear Gabe got a boat?
He's kidding, right? He's not kidding. Hey, I think it's vodka o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Jason?
Jason?
Jason! Where were you? I didn't know if you were lost. Stick with me, and I'll keep you safe.
There's a family in our driveway.
It's probably the neighbors. But y'all scared of a family?
Hi, can I help you?
Zora, put your shoes on.
If you want to get crazy, we can get crazy.
What are you people?
It's us.
They look exactly like us. They think like us. They know where we are. We need to move and keep moving. They won't stop until they kill us. Or we kill them.
Be careful.
There will be a mandatory meeting on Tuesday for TSA students helping with the STEM Day. Kitchen Kettle Village is hiring. They will be holding a job fair on Friday, March 29th from 2 p.m. till 5 p.m. and Saturday, March 30th from 8:30 a.m. till 10:30 a.m. For a full list of job openings, visit kitchenkettle.com. Click on Job Opportunities. Now, over to Coffee with Kuhn.
Hello, and welcome to Coffee with Kuhn. I'm your host, Mrs. Kuhn.
And I'm Rebecca.
Okay, sorry. My very special guest this morning is
Rebecca.
Thanks for being here today, Becky. So March Madness is upon us, and you know what that means, right?
Basketball? No?
No, it's prom. Everyone gets mad about prom because sign-ups are in
Soon.
March.
March
Madness.
March Madness.
Okay, so she's a top student with me this morning. So are you planning to go to prom?
Yes.
Are you planning to go with someone?
Yes.
Do you know what you need to do?
Get tickets.
Okay,
Get a
good.
dress.
Good. yes. Get a transportation there.
Yeah.
But do you know how to go about that? Not the dress part. I don't really care about that.
Somewhat.
Okay.
But would you explain again, just so
Certainly.
I can remember?
Thank you. All right. I emailed every junior and senior a permission slip.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a CV student and you want to go to prom, you have to print out that permission slip, get it signed by you and your parents, and return it when you make the reservations. Do you know when the reservations are?
Couldn't tell you.
Okay. Tuesday. Wow. But you have like a significant other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the rest of you who don't have significant others, this weekend is prom drama weekend. So I guess you're gonna have to ask someone, or not. You can go by yourself. Go with a group of friends. It's actually a lot less drama and more fun. You could take someone to breakfast and order an omelet and say it would be really excellent if you would go to prom with me. No? Okay. So what I was saying is permission slip. You need that. Next Tuesday through Friday, you're going to come to my room 225. You're going to pay me $55 for each reservation you make. You should only make two, like one for you and one for your date. That's $110, by the way, and I'll take that cash or check. I prefer check made out to CVHS prom. Now, is your guest from CV or from another school?
From another school.
Okay. If your guest is from CV, everyone from CV needs this paper. If your guest is from another school, I also emailed you this. I'm so nice, I'm going to give you this.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
You need to get that filled out by you and your parents, your guest and their parent, and their school. If you have questions, see Dr. Fox about that, because that's more of an administrative thing. I just provide the paperwork. What other questions do you have? Next Tuesday through Friday, in my room 225, $55 a person. Table sign-ups are not happening now, people. You cannot stay friends from March until May. So we're not signing up for any tables. I don't even know how many people are at a table yet, so I know how many people are coming to prom. So calm down, all these. I have my table. No, you don't. I have your table. So we'll wait for that. A week before prom is when table sign-up happens. Other questions? Okay, that was a really awkward silence. So
It looks pretty good.
okay, great. If you have questions, email me or send me in room 225. I'll probably be back with another episode next week or so. And then my favorite episode in a few weeks, the call out episode. You kids know what that means. So thanks for being on, and everyone have a great day. Back to the anchors, I guess.
There's an away baseball game against Lancaster Mennonite at 4:15. Dismissal at 2:25.
There's an away girls lacrosse game against Conrad Weiser at 6:45.
There's a home boys tennis match against Calico at 4.
There's a home JV volleyball tournament at 4.
There's a home JV baseball game against West York at 4:15.
Tomorrow there's a home varsity boys volleyball tournament at 8:15.
There's a home boys lacrosse game tomorrow at 10 against Conrad Weiser.
Come out and support the Bucks.
Now we're sports outlets.
And let's get it going from Salt Lake City.
One thing we're going to see from both these teams, Auburn, 49% of their attempts from three-point line. That's not what New Mexico State does.
Eli Chua, the senior out of Redlands, California, with the left hand. And the Aggies up high for New Mexico State is 19. Dowdy wide open, deep three. Good. Samir Dowdy. Bound to Queen. Now Auburn finished 14th in the final AP poll. Elray Goachea and one. And for the second most in school history, the record, the 98-99 team won 29. So this Auburn team has a chance to do that or better. As Harper. Yep, foul. And he doesn't out of bounds, and it's New Mexico State ball.
They've been effective driving it.
Queen, deep three, good!
Boy, I can't believe he makes this. They ran it down pretty far, and he ends up taking a tough shot.
Get it. 4-point game, 10 seconds to go. Zamora, quick three, good! Timeout, New Mexico State. Fans on their feet here in Salt Lake City. One more for Dowdy. Rattles it in, 2-point game. Missed the first. And now one more for Terrell Brown. Missed it, out of bounds. And
I think
it's New Mexico State basketball.
Inside to somebody, that's the best thing, if you can. Oh, he's open.
Queen, corner three at the buzzer, air ball, and Auburn hangs on.
That's all the announcements we have for you today.
On behalf of WCVH, I'm Kareem.
Alongside Juliana.
And this is CV Today.
Have a thoughtful Friday.
Just take me out and stop.